Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova. And this is Link, my co-host. Today is Monday, so we are back at the top of the week. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope everyone had a great weekend too. And let's see what we can get into this week. So, I finished something this weekend that I wasn't sure if I would actually do. It was one of those like, yeah, I'm gonna do that at some point. But like in my mind, I knew that there was like a chance that I would probably just not do it, or like I had no definitive plans of doing it. And that is lining the mushroom square purse. He thinks he sees something. I don't know what he's doing. There he goes. So I lined the mushroom square purse and I've got it right here. Oh, and I also added a button. So here is what it looks like on the outside. And I got a button on there. And I will put in some pictures too to like really like show you the length, or not the length, like the overall purse better than just close-ups. But there's my button. It's like a wooden button that's like stamped. And then try to show you this the best way that I can. What I did is I used the corner of the granny square as the button like slip. So you know how the granny square will have like 3 like holes as it gets closer? Well, I lined it up until this one. That way you could use this as your button like holder. And it works perfectly with this button. So this is what it looks like when it's open. And then, now that I've attempted to show you me opening it, I can take it off my neck. And then this is what it looks like inside. I wanted to line the little flap too, and obviously with the shape of this bag, I couldn't just do like a square or something like when I was looking at tutorials. By the way, the Crochet Crowd has a how to like line a bag for beginners or something like that, and it's hand sew. I will link that in the description below. That was the most helpful video that I referred to, and like it is simple. It's a simple video, so like if you know anything about sewing, you probably don't need it, but like it was very good for me just to be like, oh okay, yeah, like I know these should be basic things, but it was helpful for me. So I will link that in the description in case anyone else needs it. But yeah, so here is my liner, and I will pop in some pictures after I show this just so that you can see a little bit better. But I went like up into here and attached it up into there. But yeah, it's difficult to show you. Oh, and then this is like, if I turn it around, this is what the front looks like. So, I lined this bag, so it's actually lined. I'm very happy with it. Like, honestly, it came out so much better than I really thought I could do. So I'm very happy with that. And then you just pop the button in, and it's closed. So I love how that came out. You can kind of see my liner up here. And then this bag is made with a Bag O' Day crochet tutorial, but I did it with mushroom granny squares. So I will put info on all of that in the description. Pattern for the granny square, YouTube video for the bag. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I believe the video that I talked about making this, I went into detail on the yarns. So if you have any questions about the yarns, take a look at that. If I didn't, just ask below and I will do my best to remember what I used. But that was like, I talked about that bag in like a different video a while ago. So I just wanted to show you guys that I lined it. And then the other thing that I'm working on today, where'd my hook go for, oh, there it is. The other thing I'm working on today, I actually started this last night, is the next granny square in that hodgepodge cowl. So if you remember, I did that spike stitch granny square, and I'm starting the second one now, and this is the offset Trinity stitch granny square. And it is so pretty. So when I started making this, because I'm making this blanket for my husband, I let him pick out the yarns for it and everything, and then I was like, you know what, this will be like his little old man blanket. And for reference, or for context, yeah, that's what I meant to say. For context, we had a chair for years that we called our little old man chair, and it was like an old, like probably from the 70s, like plaid, I don't even know what that material would be called, but that like really woven, I don't even know what that material is called. But anyway, about it, it was like our little old man chair from the 70s, and it was awesome, and we loved it, and the pets all loved it. It was like our favorite thing ever. But when we moved last time, we had to get rid of it, so it was time. But anyway, the vibe that these give off, it reminds us of the old man chair. So yeah, where I'm calling this his old man blanket. But anyway, about it, I was thinking that he would be unimpressed with these after seeing the spike stitch granny square, because it's like a very involved looking granny square, and then this one, and from what I've glanced ahead at, for the ones that she's been putting out after this one, they're more of like a stitch, like a, you know, like a square that's made up of a stitch. And I was like, you know, him not being a crocheter and him being a guy, I didn't know if he would appreciate the stitch work as much as like a more, you know, involved looking square. But he actually loves this. It was pretty crazy. He, like immediately loved it and was like, I would like a whole blanket made out of that stitch. Like, I really like that. Like, he was just like going on about it. And I was like, I did not expect that. So he really likes it. I'm like, well, you're going to have at least one square made out of it in your blanket. So you kind of are getting a blanket made out of it. But that kind of made me excited, because if he really liked this one that much, then the other squares that are made up of like a stitch like this, he might really like those too. So, because I kept like kind of forewarning him. I'm like, they're not all like this first square, you know, this is like a more, I don't want to say that these ones aren't as interesting, but you know what I mean? Like, when you look at that spike stitch granny square, you get that wow factor of it having a lot going on. Kind of like the mandala blanket. It has a lot going on and you see that immediately. Whereas like this is, you know, more subtle. But also, look how pretty this stitch is in this yarn. I also was wondering how it was going to come out, because she does hers in a solid color. But I'm so happy with how that's looking. I feel like it's not like really doing it justice on the camera. So I hope that you guys can really like see what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm working on. Well, I finished lining that bag. And I was super, super stoked about that. And like I said, I will pop in some pictures of that, at the end of this, so that you guys can like really get like a better idea. Because I did take some pictures, to post that. And then I'm working on this granny square. I need to work on that lovey. It's sitting over here, so I was looking at it like, I still haven't decided if I want to give it arms yet, and so like I haven't worked on it. It's basically done. Like I need to, if I'm making it arms, I need to make it arms, and then I need to attach it to the lovey. So I just don't know if I'm making it arms yet, and I'm having some, what is it, executive dysfunction or whatever when you can't make a decision. I very frequently do that. I'm really terrible at making decisions. Very indecisive. And then I'm actually almost done with my mandala blanket. So it's going to be done for tomorrow's video, guys. It's bittersweet, my mandala blanket. I'm actually like extremely close to being done with it. I've got just like a little chunk of the last row to do. And I was working on that last night, but I stopped because I want to bring it over and use my little camera holdy thingy and get like a good view for you guys for the last row, because I noticed that the crochet along that I've been following on the Crochet Crowd is not right for the last row, and that's not knocking it at all. Like I wouldn't have, this crochet along is absolutely like amazing and an invaluable tool. I don't think I could have probably done it without it. But the last row was like a little wonky looking to me, and so I was looking at the pattern and I realized that I think he just misread it a little bit and like didn't realize it says to like work behind the stitches from the previous row. He worked over the stitches from the previous row, and it kind of hides that whole row. So yeah, so I'm gonna take a little clip to show you guys in my mandala update tomorrow, just for anyone else that's working on the blanket along with me, so that you guys have that, like you can have a visual for how to do that last row if you want to do the last row the way that I'm doing it, you know. And I don't claim to know anything really, so I could be doing it wrong too, but I'm doing it the way that I interpreted it as, and I think it looks better. So I will be taking a clip of that and putting that into tomorrow's video. So and then I'll talk about this in tomorrow's video too, but after asking everybody if we should continue with Mandala Tuesdays, it was overwhelmingly a yes, which I'm like, yay, I'm excited to do that. And I'm already thinking about what colors I'm going to use, but I'm going to give you guys like a couple week break in between the Mandala Tuesday updates, and I will actually look at a calendar and like tell you the date that will start up again. I don't have it pulled up in front of me or anything. I know today's the 22nd because it's over here on my Alexa, but yeah, so I'm thinking like 2 weeks or something. Like maybe we'll start like the first Tuesday of September or something. That way, if you want to join this time, it gives you the opportunity to buy yarn or go through your stash or come up with the colors or whatever you want to do. And it's going to be the same as before. We're going to do our weekly Tuesdays. And you can send in pictures if you want to be in my video. But there's not going to be any like, you have to get these rows done this week. I'm not going to follow anything like that. You don't got to follow anything like that. If you're way ahead, you can send in your picture. If you're way behind, you can send in your picture. If you're right on the same spot as me, you can send in your picture. It doesn't matter. Because it's supposed to be fun and enjoyable and just like super chill. So if you have a lot of time to crochet, you might get more done one week. At the beginning of the blanket, you'll get more done because it's so quick around. And then as you get further along in the blanket, it's so not quick around. So we'll definitely do that. I'm really excited to do that again. And I'm going to do like a completely different colorway. It's going to be a Christmas gift. And so it's going to look totally different. And I'm excited. I'm like super excited to see this work up in another colorway. And then also sometime this week, I want to thank you guys so much. I hit 500 subscribers, and I want to do like a giveaway. So sometime this week, keep an eye out for that. I'm still trying to like figure out exactly what I want to do for the giveaway. I know the gist of what I want to do for the giveaway. Like I know like the big thing I want to do for the giveaway, but I'm trying to figure out like if I should just do a big thing or if I should do like a big thing and small things. So I'm still trying to, you know, executive dysfunction my way through that decision too. But yeah, keep an eye out for that this week too. And thank you guys so much for subscribing. Oh, at the beginning of my video, my co-host distracted me and I didn't thank my new subscribers for coming over. So thank you so much for coming over. And if you not only came over, but made it this far, because we're 15 minutes into this video of me rambling, just thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. I'm just absolutely blown away. Like, YouTube has become, the thing I look forward to. Like, I get up in the morning and I'm ready. It's 5:30 in the morning right now, you guys. And I'm like, all right, let's make my YouTube video. Because I've been doing Vlogust. And at first I was like really intimidated by the idea of doing a video every day. And now I'm like, okay, what am I going to do for my video today? I'm really enjoying it. And it's so fun having everybody here. And I've made like a lot of my new yarny friends, and everybody likes to comment and talk with me, and like I just love it. I really do love it. And obviously thank you so much for the people who come back and comment and hang out. I definitely know who you are. I notice the people that come back and say hi and comment on whatever is going on in my video. And it means a lot to me. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that, and I will have a more focused on you video coming up sometime this week to celebrate you and us hitting 500 subscribers on the channel. So look forward to that. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on this granny square, and I'm gonna take a little clip of the blanket, and then we'll see what the day brings, and I will obviously fill you guys in on whatever I get up to at some point. And then I will see you tomorrow for our last mandala update for this current blanket. So I hope everybody has a great Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.